Hey, Warren here. Welcome back to Black Sea Garage. I thought I'd just take a couple minutes and make a quick video about what we got going on for next year. We got plenty of projects coming up for the Camaro, but really the big news is we bought a new project car. We bought a 68 Firebird that we're going to turn into a autocross / street car. So let me grab the camera and I'll introduce you to our new project. So here, let me introduce you to Project Firebird. This is a 68 Firebird that we purchased from a guy down kind of towards Pittsburgh. This car was originally from Arizona. It went from Arizona to Georgia, sat in a Georgia garage for about 25 years. And then the guy from Pittsburgh area started on it and then gave up, and then we purchased it. So as you can see from the pictures in the corner, he had completely disassembled the whole thing, sandblasted it, put new roof, new back quarters, new doors. I had the front panels sandblasted and I primed those. New floors, got a new trunk floor, got a new trunk lid, and it was already mini tub. That was a huge thing. It was already mini tub. So the hardest and the worst of the work is over with already. We sold the original rear end out of it. I sold the original front clip. The motor, original 6-cylinder motor's long gone. It did come with an LS motor, but this is a small one. So we're going to just sell that off and put something else in there. But it'll have either an LT or an LS motor, new racing front clip. Haven't quite decided who we're going with yet. So the guy delivered the car to us as part of the deal, and that was great. That gave me and Matt a chance to jump on the car and get it broke down quick. So this is Matt that you see working with me here. You'll be seeing quite a bit more of him on the Firebird videos, mostly because he's the one that talked me into this financially horrible decision. So I'm going to force him to be in the videos right along with me. Now, while Matt is horrible as a financial planner for me, he is doing a great job as the other half of Black Sea Garage. He does all the video editing and content stuff for us. And besides that, he also has a really killer 71 Chevelle that we'll be doing projects from time to time on. So I really was not in the market for another project car. Actually, the last thing I was in the market for. I don't need another money pit. But me and Matt belong to a car club, and some of the old guys in the car club get together on Saturdays for a little boomer breakfast at the old Cracker Barrel. So we were down there one day in December booming it up with them, and this thing popped up on Facebook Marketplace. And it was being mini tub, and then, you know, I always wanted a first gen. So I went down and looked at it, and within 20 minutes I decided I wanted it. So other than being on a rotisserie, it was awesome. So me and Matt picked it up and decided we're going to make a killer autocross car out of this thing. So the previous owner to this car did a really good job with everything he did. The mini tub looked great. All the new panels on the car looked great. But he did not get it up on a rotisserie and sandblast underneath. So I found a place where I could rent a rotisserie by the month. Get it car up and on here. I'm going to get it spun around, and I'm going to have a mobile sandblasting company come and clean up the bottom for me. So once I got it up on the rotisserie and spun around, I called Platinum Powder Coating and Mobile Sandblasting out of Girard, PA. They came down, did a great job on the car. They actually used like a glass bead. It took them about 2.5 to 3 hours, but they did a great job. They got every nook and cranny. They got all the material blasted out of the car, and I couldn't have been happier with how it turned out. So once we got my new baby safely wheeled back inside, I got her dusted off and cleaned off good, and I got her spun back around. It probably doesn't make a bit of difference, but I went the extra mile and I got some professional body panel adhesive, two-part that mixes together. I went ahead and got a few tubes of that, and I ran over every single seam and pinch weld and spot weld area, and just kind of cleaned up the hole underneath, and may or may not help stiffen it up a little bit, but it makes me feel better, especially on the new parts that are welded in the wheel wells. So once I got that done, I let it dry overnight. I went ahead and got epoxy primer and epoxied the bottom, and then got it spun back around. And from there, I used a little epoxy primer and hit the spot weld areas and any place that needed a little bit extra coverage for now. So with the Firebird being fully primed and rotisserie and primed in and out, up and down, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting a full roll cage into the car. We'll be taking it over to Brownsburg, Indiana, to a former teammate of mine who has a very professional race shop. So he'll be putting in a new chrome moly roll cage for SCCA. And then after that, we'll be bringing it back here and getting started on it.